What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Vicky 3 as Brazil, our last campaign of 2024. It's now 9 p.m. Over here on the East Coast, so probably we'll be able to get this all done before the new year ushers in. So let's get ourselves a good campaign to wrap everything up. We are 6 billion GDP away from crossing GB and taking over as the #1 GDP nation. Standard living wise, we are a little bit farther behind. We're number 5. Scandinavia, Netherlands, German Empire, they're in front of us, and they will probably stay there. I don't think I care too much about that. Probably can even up the what's it called? The prestige. I know a couple ways to do that. Let's go ahead and pay our government. Let's pay our military first. They need some money. Panama Canal has been built. Cool. How are our companies doing? I haven't really checked here. Not having super prosperous for some of these. Let's ditch the ditch that thing that was using our clothing industries, and let's go for, I honestly think, the steel mill building. Either that or the construction throughput. But this works for me. We established some credit to get that stuff done, but that's all right. We have tech. We're getting NCO training. This is no longer necessary. Let's get Zeppelins for the prestige. Elevators, because that's just good. Minting. And we're going to let all of that just ride out. We're actually not far off from getting all the techs. Am I tripping? Is this possible to get all the techs? Because this is an achievement if we can get, I'd be very happy about. I don't think it is. I think it's really close, but no shebang. It's 1936, so we have 12 years. We need to get very, very lucky with like pop-ups and things and go kind of crazy with some other spread to get it. We're going to get the migration traction here. Up our numbers. How are we doing population-wise? I'm curious. We're the 4th ranked one, behind Russia, India, and China. Past GB, which is cool. Much higher standard of living than everybody, but ahead of us, so that's good. Russia's actually no longer a major power. Okay, I can't. I was like, can I subjugate them? That'd be insane. Winds of Change. Yes, Carnival. We can exploit the Amazon one more time. One more state left to exploit. Was it Guyana? We've exploited here. We need to do Guyana. What's going on here to stop us? Our urban centers met. Is it the railroad? Shouldn't be the railroad. I haven't used it in the past year. We can only do one at a time. That's why. What is this war? It's Hejaz again. Send this dude over there. We're probably going to keep him in this region, I think. At some point I got siege artillery. Not sure why. Not sure when, I should say. I know why, because it's probably good. Let's go and upgrade our government wages here. Alright, we need to somehow claw back 500 excess reserves of cash to make more, be profitable again. And I can actually let's turn on telephone switchboards for some of our... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to find the next state that has administrative problems, because one does exist. Let's go to La Paz, telephone switchboard. There you go. Thanks a little bit of money, deal with some of our bureaucracy problems. And we'll be all right here. Unrealized taxes are pretty high. Oil in Bolivar. More rubber to be exploited. And we'll win this all right now. Cool. We have that swapped over. I am gonna just send this. Here's what we're gonna do. Sewing machines. Prior to you can probably just kick up to this. Make more from normal groceries for the most part. Market price impact. Okay, what I wanted to do is come over here. We'll accept the film art where it's possible. Do I have a filter on? I do. Not artillery. And we'll hold off on the... Actually, let's do the rail transportation. Crew it. We're going to spend the rest of this episode probably trying to fix stuff anyway. Extra convoys. Everyone go to telephone switchboards. Airship mooring post for the prestige. And let's just deal with the consequences of my actions here. I forgot I could do refrigerator rail cars. And electric trains wherever possible. Alright, we're gonna need a lot of telephones. Available mandate. Can't do anything with that thing. Alright. This can be called the episode where we fix all the problems I just caused. Starting with the telephones. Holy cow, we have a fuck ton of excess bureaucracy. Oh, okay. Okay, here's what we do. We go to here. We find states with a huge excess like Buenos Aires. You don't need this. You were all right. You go to the next state. Patagonia. You don't need this. This one, Minas Gerais. You don't need this either. And Antioquia. You don't need this either. And suddenly we have no shortage. Funny how that works. And our profit's back. So these ones that are having no import, because we've been punked. Let me fix some of the shortages here. So instead, I'm going to send it to GB. And here we're going to send it to the French. Our credit evaporates. I can contemplate cutting our tax costs a little bit. I'm going to do that. We actually are caught up on our government buildings here. Okay, what I need to do is go to our power plants, and wherever these have earnings, just build 5. Anything above 1K is indicative of having some good profit margin. Working, of course, back towards our baseline here. More imports, more oil. Of course, want to build all the domestic oil that we can. Using the incredible excess we have for a lot of things. I'll just sort by peasants here so I don't have to click the same damn thing 80 times. Oil rigs is good. Rubber domestically is also doing fine. Freight train smash. We're in debt again, but I don't really care about debt at this point in the game. Steadily in first place. Amazing how that works. GDP is now at 287 million. Standard living is on the rise. I need more people to join my customs union to actually get anything done here. But to do that, I'd probably have to take on this region. I need to save money for me to kill off Venezuela. Who's our next target here. Venezuela, of course, hates us. And here's exploiting the Amazons, the harbingers of order. And this should be done. Devil's Railroad, complete exploiting the Amazon Journal and own all of the Amazonian states. Very good. I didn't even see the the conditions for that, but I guess we got some good modifiers. Is there a time modifier in our country now? These are all just permanent modifiers. Populated nation, lobbyist in check. This one can go away. So can that one. Well, we have a huge demand for some things. Guess I need to upgrade my, okay, I'm in low on a lot of stuff. Let's just get right now our electricity and other stuff. Oh, we actually are growing our investment pool by incredible amounts. We need to up my construction again. That's a lot. Get another railway here. Probably because I built 10 motor industries like a madman. NCO and the barracks. Unify with that 3-stack army that's being annoying. You take this 1-stack navy. Excuse me. Promote you. Take this navy, all of you over here. And then this guy needs to be promoted up to 5 and promote the next guy too. You can go back to your stations. And that should fix everything. Just get another one more guy here in case we need excess. Good. Railway an acre. Mandate's going to stay in demand here. Welfare payments are increasing. Laws. Let's do old age pension here. Sure. And then we're going to want to probably do workers' protection just to finish everything off. So we do have a lot of peasants now because we've had so much pop growth. Check out the population numbers. Far off from the two top guys, but still an insane amount of growth. Our GDP is now far outstriped anybody else in the game. Our funds are back into the positive, even though our credit was minuscule. And I think we've solidly put ourselves as the #1 great power. So 10 years left. Old age pension still to come. One more war in the wings once we can knock out our last subject in South America. So how is Hejaz feeling about me? Hejaz is super happy with me. For what it's worth. Trading unions can also be very happy with me. Are doing nothing. Colonial pension. We are very far over our production cap, as always. That means our spread's probably insane here. 98 through 205. Wild. 10 years. None of these are spreading. I'd have to do... That's 10 years in itself for getting those. These are spreading, but not enough to get everything done there. It's so close. It is so very close to actually being able to do all the research here. But we won't be able to get it, so... Unfortunate, but it happens. Probably what I want to do here is actually go for this company. I feel like that's going to be the next benefit for us. Everything else is kind of meh. Maybe the extra authority. We'll just try to knock out everything in the social tree. That's my version of egalitarian society, is finishing all these damn texts. There's so many. I don't really care about these events. But go ahead and take charge of stuff. I don't care. At this point, my nation kind of just runs itself. If I turn on automatic growth for everything, we'll be... Alright, there's no more journal entries, which we can have followed. There's new Colossus, I guess, but no migration controls. In fact, it's a time... Let's make a play for that. Let's actually make a play for no migration controls. As soon as old age pension passes, we're going to make a play for it. And get ourselves back to a good baseline here. So our subject, we have a truce with him until 1 year from now. And then he dies. Liberal, radical, modernization, sure. People are siding with people, I don't care. I could do another tax. We will do this because I want to get back to a baseline level of taxation here, which this affords me. Slowly dealing with a lot of these shortages. Bahia has how many levels of this? I'll wait till we get through our current queue before I attack it again, but... Election's done. Keep our current party as is, because they are really profitable. And old age pension is passing. Okay. So let's kind of talk about what I want to look forward to in 2024, or 2025 in Vicky. My Vicky resolutions for 2025. One is I want to kind of focus more on the micro. At least in the early game, there's a lot of, small things we can do. Like earlier we had to, fix our infrastructure here, turn on 2 edicts in Rio de Janeiro to get people coming in and to get qualifications to work our steel mills, those kinds of things. I think I let a lot of those fly by. When you're at a nation of this size that we're currently playing as, those are not worth the effort. I mean, you could min-max them as much as possible to try to crank out every single piece of GDP you need, but unless you have a real purpose for doing that, I just don't get the enjoyment of that. I don't want to make a what is normally a 7-8 video series into a 15 video series where I'm playing on speed 3 the whole way. I just don't get my enjoyment from Vicky doing that, unless it's like a multiplayer and there's other stuff going on that can be entertaining. But I'm not a spreadsheet guy. I could be, but it's just not in my wheelhouse with this game in particular. Like, if I want that kind of micro, I'll play EU4 and Micro World Conquest, which is all about logistics, but not so much in Vicky, even though I guess Vicky is just a fucking spreadsheet simulator with fancy graphics. Like, all of this is just spreadsheets and picking out your incomes and outputs, and if you actually paid attention to it, it would do certain things, but I'm kind of just disregarding it. I'm being embargoed by two of my biggest markets that I was trading to, which is why we're in a rough way, but god damn it, we're going to have good borders. If the trade must suffer so the borders are clean, so be it. So be it. We are going to eventually go under our infamy level here. Doesn't help that I've also rivaled both of these guys. If I just take out the rivalry, then it doesn't matter. So right now we're using up some with trade agreements with Spain, United States, knowledge sharing with Venezuela. Venezuela's dead. Improve relations and being the leader of the Brazil League. We're going to try to fix our international relations here and get trading opened up with those two markets since they're too profitable for me to just disregard. And we're also going to get through our massive queue of oil rigs and shit. Those are also important. One of our fleets has low org, you say? How many marginalized groups do we have? Only the landowners. Where is my navy? I've moved off the useful thing. A man has died. Somehow we've blown through our bureaucracy excess. Doesn't surprise me. 9 days till we probably get old age pension. So, workforce ratio, dependent income, dependent enfranchisement, all good stuff. And we are going to go... I don't have anyone who supports it. The industrialists do. We're doing it. This is so pointless. Oh, they hate my political lobbies. What political lobby are you in? They're in both of these. Anti-Austrian, anti-German League. Fuck it, just rival them both. I don't care about renewing our relations. We can make do. It makes more sense for me to try to fix the problem with this migration controls. Hopefully this passes. I want to get New Colossus done. Gold reserves be damned. We are losing out on a lot of tech spread, but oh well. Also, the bureaucracy loss is hurting. But there's a fix for that one. We just come to here. And we're just going to turn you on to telephone switchboards for 3,000 bureaucracy. Did that not fix it? Holy cow. You telephones. And you to telephones. And we're back in the green. Well, if we're embargoing them, you're embargoing me. I should embargo you back, right? Yeah. We'll do a tit for tat with our embargoes here. Yeah, Jess. That's all my New Year's resolutions for Vicky. Having a way to just do rebel suppression, or just assign them automatically, like automatically mobilize an army. Just the whole army situation in this game needs a lot of work. I know they keep talking about in the dev diaries that they want to focus there, but it's long overdue. Like the frontline system, it leaves a lot to be desired. Like if you're not on the coast, your options for micro in this game are minuscule. Like there's not much you can really do to have a huge effect on the outcome of wars besides, you know, doing all this planning ahead of time. There's no really underdog stories in Vicky like that, unless you get very lucky. There's also the challenge of it's so very hard to... Also, let's annex this subject here. Finish this off. Anti-German League can be appeased a little bit more. Here's our next war. Hopefully the final war. Gold reserves are tanking. We're going to just up our taxation level. Actually, we're not going to pass migration controls if I do that, so we will back off it. Is that because the election started, or just... Oh, no, never mind. Here come the people. Call my ally, and I'll give you an obligation. Let's get you another promotion here. Let's mobilize you, put you in our current state up there. Will we get some advance here or a stall? Stall. Lose some anatomy time. I so very much want to get this done, but I doubt it's possible with how the petit bourgeoisie are getting shit done. So, breaking, decreasing our relations, events, launching diplomatic play, making diplomatic demand. I mean, I can embargo you. That should help. Yeah, there's the embargo demand. Where's our 29 stack here? Naval invade, use that 100 in the Andes. Socialist movement. Do we have anyone who's, like, useful to me? For the petit bourgeoisie, making them relevant? Probably not. This also, the screen is laggy. Holy cow. Gotta get through it, though. What's the opposite of a fucking ethno-nationalist? It's not you. It's not the nihilist. Somewhere in this list. You would think market liberal would be in favor of open borders, but nope. Republicans definitely a no. What about an anarchist? They like it. No police and council republic. That's not it. Definitely not protectionist. about you? Enlightened royalist, multiculturalism, corporatist, wage subsidies. Feminists won't do it. They want women's suffrage. Communism? Nope. Grasping at straws for what I don't think will exist. It's crazy how there's not really any ideologies that they support free trade. Or like open borders. You got people who like collectivize agriculture and homesteading, but you don't have any, like even the reformers aren't for it. That's a shame. Okay, well, we'll just try. Also costing ourselves a lot of money. I don't know if it's due to the war or due to other stuff, but we're slowly killing off some people. The invasion should win this for us before this even gets involved. It's the last cry of Venezuela. Government is unacceptable. We have some mandate. Opium's expensive. That's the war. The United States and China are both involved. Here comes the landing. 51% progress. We gotta just kill all the navies, apparently. If we can just kill the navies, we will take the landing unopposed, because there's no one on the border. It's just how many navies will try to stop us. And there we go. There's our war goal. Huzzah. Contentious topics, you say. So we're currently notorious. That's not going to change much. 7 years left in the game. 400 million GDP. And complete control over South America. Overall, a very successful war here. And we will just end with that. There we go. Cool. Definitely incorporate the state. Definitely reset your production method there and get you all set up to be welcomed to the fold. You already had. We'll add 5 more of these since I know that's probably going to cause you problems. And we'll get more migration faction for our oil. And we need to make some funds. I could cut government wages to fix this problem that we have, but I don't really think it matters. There's 11 months of construction, 6 years. We have some people who are canceling our trade routes. Imports are not needed in this nation. Well, I guess some of them are. These 2 are very profitable import routes, I should say. For the most part, we're export only. Let's do a mount here. All these clothes being exported are very profitable. Hardwood for 225. I should do productivity for these. Telephones. I could fix a lot of these things. What else uses rubber? I forgot we have now arcades. We'll do that later. I'm assuming that's going to be the next person who takes control of this nation. Theoretically, in Hearts of Iron 4, they would do that button. Because I can't be bothered to. Are there really any other places that aren't telephone switchboards? There we go. Need more hardwood. How much softwood do we have available? A lot. So let's go and fix the hardwood problem. Going past all these various farms and things. Okay, so that's that. Diesel engines aren't available. Where is our wood production? Electric sawmills all the way. And for some of you, I need you to go to focused hardwood. earn you some more money here and here. And this is not going to happen. Scrap current draft. He's a slaver. Whatever, come in. We're not going to go back to slavery, but go and chat your shit. Let's get the petite bourgeois. Mass propaganda. Let's do that. How's our government? Government's decent. Race controls is possibly getting done. Yeah, go ahead and leave that fellowship. Catholics. Roots of thy labor. Get the approval. We can get the rural folk to back off of the whole not liking what the hell we're doing. Stuff will be good. So why are you unhappy? If I actually get a person who likes multiculturalism or protected speech in charge of you, I could leverage that into you having better approval of us. Sort to this guy. Oh, it's just lagging. Okay. Save abolitionists. I need someone who's like... Do the corporatists. This guy. And grant him leadership. Okay. They don't like the recent change. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, we tried it. We tried it. I'm dumb. And I failed. So that's that. Fertilizer throughput, loyalists, arms industries, munition plants, birth rate would be like crazy in like China or something. Racial protection we could do. Flat bureaucracy upgrade would be nice. Let's just do the power plants throughput. It's probably, but the commissioner one's probably just more valuable for us, especially with how high our investment pool is. But right now, I value the power plant dealing with our shortages of various things. So do this up there. A lot of these are opening up now. What is this? A reactionary movement. What the hell do you want? Oh, you want closed borders. Aren't you a little dickhead? Did I do that? I definitely did that. That's my fault for causing that. Well, I got nothing for you. We're just going to sit here. Because you don't have a ton of radicals that will support you anyway. So I can just kind of sit here and let you deal with it. Well, I'll give you instant approval. Because we're still getting our oil and rubber rush. I think we just ride with it. Check our comparison. 1,400 prestige above the next guy. GDP-wise, we are not quite twice the second place person, but we're getting there. Standard living-wise, we might actually be number 1, number 5. Los Altos has 6. Scandinavia, Belgium, German Empire. But among the great powers, we are there and strong. Let's do this in Goyas. There's a lot of academics in this nation now that I built all these damn... what's it called? Custodianship over the next draft. Okay, we now have to get this passed. If it fails, oh well. We've tried. Good old college try. We're going through the oil rig stages, and then it's going to be power plants again, and then we can go back to actually fixing our nation. Wonder if people want any of this stuff. You do. 163 to the British. Or that's 1,300 to the British. Productivity is 163. What about sulfur? Not the best demand. Let's let everything right size here before I do any more exports. We formed the perfect economy. I wonder if these guys have hurt their own economy by not trading with us. Maybe. That might be... I don't know if that's like a revolt or if they embargoed us at that time. Because both of them would be around the same time. I can't tell. There's probably enough people in the world that they can get away with it. And we'll just give you more negative approval. Eventually, we might actually marginalize the petite bourgeoisie here. The clout isn't really good. Oh, Hijaz actually fought off a revolt on their own. I'm proud of you. Look at you go. What a good subject there. Now just stop getting the damn revolts in the first place, and we'll be all right. All right, here comes an election. The regressivist party is crazy. Workers' Brigade. Go and get your strength. Just let this law pass, please. It's gonna stall, I know it. Oh, it debates. Yes. 30% chance. There is hope. There is hope. All of these different things are going along. War among the crowds. All war stuff. Is that get done? Rio de Janeiro, they need to have electric railway, electric trains, steel passenger cars. Rio. Well, your railway's actually not high enough level. I guess because I built you a bunch of, Let's go to the railway and turn on steel passenger cars. See what this does to our economy. It'll be fun. Let's see. Shout when you see it. It is right here. Steel passenger cars, and here is electric trains. Session of provocations. Let's just let them march. Debts are paid off. Gold reserves are growing. Welfare payments are roughly steady. Our law is passing. Now go and get wounded here, or scarred. And let's let this damn thing pass. So let's think about this. Right now we'd have to almost double our construction capacity to use our investment pool income. We have to be around 3,000 construction, which is an absurd amount. Like right now, we're already at just a crazy amount of construction necessary to do anything. We need to actually put these guys in power here. And I need to actually lower our taxes here to get this law passed. We'll take the hit. We can fix this once the law passes. We can just kick the industrialists out. There's no political movements I can do anything with. Man, no one who supports this. Probably need to just suppress this Brazilian supremacist movement. Though I can't do that because I have, what's it called? Come on. The bait is good for us. Yes, 35%. Okay, we're now in favor. Metropolitan Railway's done. Rio de Janeiro gets railway building throughput permanently. let's get the engineered pomps become loyalists. Cool. Here comes domestic, the new Colossus. If we can get this passed, we'll get more migration. It's probably, I think that's what that gives us, migration. We're number 3 in our ranks. We need to now pass, we're almost tied with Scandinavia, and then it's just Belgium. The bastards. If I can unlock antibiotics, we can probably get some investment into our health insurance to get an extra 0.5 standard of living and even that up a little bit. Still pretty high up there. GDP, no, per capita is actually number 2. And we're about to actually pass French Niger, which is awesome. Vox Diabli, what the hell is this? Anything that doesn't make them radicals? Let's lose the animists. The animists are nothing to us. That sounded harsh. Because it was. Let's do motor industries, sort by peasants. Buenos Aires, you need an absurd amount of factories. You are the Detroit of Brazil. I'm sorry. Revolutionary arms depots raided. We also need to do more of these electric industries. Also in Buenos Aires. And you again are the radio producer. Speaking of Buenos Aires, 30 months of these. We'll let them go through the queue. We didn't start the fight. 525. What is the point where we're at? They're now at 6. They're now at 300. So we're almost those two guys combined. I'm just trying to put a spin on the different ways to quantify our GDP and how good we're doing. Insubordination. One more. One more. Come on. Give us a good roll. I could swap out a mandate and maybe make this work. It'd have to be like construction mandate. But I want to keep our construction. It's not the end of the world if we don't get migration controls removed. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Could probably do import routes to make some ends meet here. $300 productivity there. Better off doing just like an import route for 1,000 productivity with these two places. Flash fusing, vulture spawn carcass. The rural folk, yeah, of course, rural folk involved. Okay. Another mass migration. Norwegians now. Currently doing analytical philosophy. Words. We're going to get to around 80 literacy probably. Not the most, but not the least. Buried in red tape. We got to do whichever one is not worth a ton here. Lose the taxes. We just got to hope this passes in 35 days. If it stalls, we're in a bad spiral, in a very bad place. Come on. 3, 2. Oh my god, we got it. We got it. And the new Colossus, open arms, permanent migration contraction. I will take it. And so you can shove off with your damn reactionary revolts. We will not have that happen here. We'll get our approval. And we'll do something to just make you happy. That way that you can stop being pissed. Dynam back down against GB. Alright, we just gotta get out of this reactionism, which is still growing. Roll folk, if I could pass a law that would make you happy. What if I did appoint bureaucrats? No. Corporate state sounds cool, but I just don't think we're ever going to go for that. Someone's going to be pissed no matter what I do here. I wonder if it's just better just to hold it. Social Democrat, yeah, you can lose out some there. Just gotta wait for our radicals to tick down, which they should probably tick down. What do they want to be passed? A lot of random shit. It's actually not a ton of our military. It's like a third of our military are revolting in that, which isn't terrible. That needs to go get more activism in that movement, but oh god, no. It was trending down. Here's what we do. What do we do? We pass wage subsidies, or at least pump fake that we're passing wage subsidies, and use that as leverage to not have this revolt. Huh. As our radicals go down. Maybe we just fight a civil war to end it all, I guess. Since I can't stop this. Even though these interest groups are pretty happy with us. Yeah, civil war. Okay. Let's go. I'm worried that people are going to side against us here because of our high infamy. We're going to lose most of the Navy. Yeah, they're at 100%, so it's coming no matter what. I can make this a very popular government again. Could also delay this by going and doing... I think we just fight it. We just fight it. That one thing that gave them 10% agitation was very bad for us. Military research speed. Let's get the military research speed. It's gonna definitely fuck up our nation. But here we go. What the hell do I do to fix this? Okay, well, we gotta fight it. I think we gotta come here. So where's our capital? Their capital, I should say. Conscripts out. We have an ally. Knowing what's going on here, we'll fix all of this later. You bastard. Okay. Gotta win this the old-fashioned way, I guess. Split this army in half. Are you stuck at that front? Oh, they are just stuck at the fucking front here, huh? Okay, split you in half. Ain't nobody get involved in this. Oh, fucking Sardinia Piedmont? Or their allies declining us. That is very bad that we have Sardinia Piedmont involved. What's the transfer state they... Oh, it's gone. I would think our numbers can win us the day here. What's your capital? Let me actually save game here. And call this Brazil pre-war. Because I'm not going to let this ruin our campaign. But it's annoying that me going for fucking open borders is what's caused this problem. There's going to be an army coming here anyway in 20 days because it's the damn Sardinia Piedmont forces. I am so screwed. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We got to go back and see what fucking the United States wants from us. Autosave 4 here. Autosave 4. Maybe we just please the revolt until their agitation goes down, their movements and stuff goes away. Yeah, we're just going to appease them. Here's what we'll appease them with. We'll appease them with cultural exclusion. Everybody likes this. Let's go to just close borders. It has the longest way to go, but they're going to be appeased. So we just buy time here. Okay, cool. Didn't happen. We probably would have lost that. Definitely would have lost that with all the people getting involved. It's because of how high our infamy is, and the United States being a shit ally. You also have defensive pacts. So all my guys with defensive pacts decided to go away from me there. Probably because my infamy is atrocious from taking all the land we did take. That's fine, though. We've gone past that. If it was a 1v1, we would have won it. I'm confident, but it was not a 1v1. They did not respect the 1v1. The bastards. So, that is what it is. Anyway, we're going to pay off our debts, pay off everything else, get our money back, get our money up. We just want to keep this in the lower rankings here. I can pass a different law to buy time here. I'm going to buy time until the end of the damn game, if that's what it takes. Also make sure I changed my government. We did. We have a good government now. Oh no. This reactionary movement, if I were to cancel this right now, you get 25% more for the reactionaries. But they're going down. If their activism drops below 50, I can cancel it without problems. Should be even easier to manage this. Let's turn on the philosophy department just to truly see how much of this we have. So we now have 825 uncapped innovativeness spread. What does that correlate to? Well, if we go look and see, I should have some spread somewhere in this game. Probably in military. We get 134 through 403 spread each month, I believe. And so we get 167. So our minimum here is only 30 below our guaranteed amount, which is insane. And if we had another 10 years, I think we could actually get everything, because I could knock those 3 out. Most of this stuff is probably already got. Wow. We did get really close this time to getting that done. If I maybe had enough people in my power block, I could have gotten for this and turned on the research there to get the head of type penalty reduction. And that might have helped, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say without knowing. And we've been bumped down in the terms of standard of living. Probably because I raised my taxes back up to a baseline value. We've dealt with our shortage of automobiles. Well, the shortage, we still have a very high cost of automobiles, which is why we are still doing a intensive upgrade in Buenos Aires for their industry here. Just do another 12 of these. Grassroots support for the law. Get them some loyalists here. And these agitators are probably gone enough to where I can do this. And not have to worry about any problems. Graduated taxation. That actually would be not terrible. Well, it is pretty terrible. They're expected in the next 10 years, but the game's going to be over. So it does not matter. $550 million GDP. Well, the United States passed our other guy. They're in a dogfight for it. Sailing-wise, we were in 5th. Population-wise, I think we're in 3rd, 4th. Okay. These migrations keep happening. We might pass them, though. It's hard to say. Almost fixed all the problems that I caused. Just need to deal with our electricity and transportation. Brazilian West Indies, Rio Grande do Sul. And we'll let them lie. Haiti wishes to grant us foreign investment rights in their country because we can build shit. You can stay away from me. Don't touch me, Haiti. You are annoying. And we have... Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let this just ride out, and I'm bringing you guys back to see what our end stats are in December of 1935. We'll just save some time here and put this on a close here. So, see you guys soon. All right, we are in March of 1935. I thought I'd go ahead and start the rundown while we let this clock tick away. So we are at 600 million GDP. Going to probably hit around, 606, 607, maybe 610 if we're lucky. We're producing a ton of motor industries to finish working on our shortages of automobiles and eventually radios, since they're the highest costs. We finally got the automobiles out of the very high bracket here. And those are doing well, making a surplus of 344,000 GDP. That's insane. And all of that could, of course, be put towards our capacity upgrade if I really wanted to micro up. But I'd rather pay off my credit just because I want to try to end up at a balanced budget, but that's not going to happen. As far as techs, we've gotten really close to actually completing the entire tech tree. As soon as one of these guys, the Great Powers, researches one of these techs we don't have, we immediately start getting spread, and we have an insane amount of spread there. Military-wise, we are 4 techs away, so 5, 6, and then we're on the last tech here, so 7 techs from getting them all done. Which means, realistically, if I focused tech here, we probably could have gotten all of the techs researched, which is upsetting, but oh well. It happens. It does give me hope for games playing as people like China. Although China is a different place because they're not going to get 77% literacy, but definitely possible to play a Brazil game and get all your techs researched. It's pretty interesting how we've achieved this. Or like a United States game, just play tall, get all the techs, and you're good. So don't think we get definitely don't get master surveillance. We're in the last year, so that's not going to get done. Oil research is just getting done via spread, 5 to 10 months of research via spread. Arc welding is there available, so it's really doable. If you just build all of the damn universities in the game, you can get everything unlocked. Who would have guessed? Hell, I could maybe play as a... who would be the best to do this as? Maybe do a Russia? Because you want to have the great powers also. There's some Mexico invasion of Brazil here, or of Britain here. That's interesting. But I feel like you'd want to do a secondary power who has enough economy to do what we've done here and just hard focus it, right? Because if we didn't go for the crazy infamy, annex everybody plays, and instead of construction 2, we went for the mandate bonus here for tech, I think we could have gotten it. Honestly, because I was not efficient at getting above this cap here, so I missed out on opportunities there. So definitely doable as Brazil, definitely doable as the United States, France, Great Britain. Probably want to honestly do it as the United States. I think they're the best situated here because they can just play tall. And then over here, these guys will do the tech research that you can get the spread off of, which is nice. But we're in the last month. We're going to wrap things up here. We did get... Okay, I underestimated how fast our GDP grows. We're going to cross 630 here. Dealt with most of our electricity shortages. Dealt with our motor industry problems here. In fact, now almost pretty cheap cars as far as the baseline goes. And then we just have a bunch of electric industries coming up there. So overall, a very good campaign. I'm happy with what we've done. We've done basically all of the Brazilian achievements except for the one where you stay a monarchy. I probably could have min-maxed that better. Stayed a monarchy, got that achievement, then gone to be a republic. But oh well, things worked out. We played a pretty good Brazil game here, united all of South America. So I'm happy with what we've done. It's been a good 2024 for the channel. I think I'm this is a hobby of mine, so I'm very happy with the results. I think for 2025, I want to kind of branch out and doing more games. I have been playing a lot of Vicky, and I have some other games I want to try, namely Total War. You might see that come around on the channel again. I've been recording some of that. I still want to keep Vicky as a main line since it's been, the most popular on the channel. So we're going to have Vicky, going to have some Total War, and maybe some other strategy games, if anything piques my interest here. And we'll see. I've got some goals for 25, so I'm looking forward to kind of expanding my hobby here on the channel. Maybe getting into streaming. We'll see. It's if I move apartments, it's on the docket. I just don't like how my setup is right now. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, hope you guys have an awesome 2024, and I hope you guys have a good start to your 2025. This won't probably be coming out till the tail end of January when you see this, but just so you know, hope that everything's going for you guys, going good for you, and hope looking forward to some more Vicky. But for now, I'm Cosmo here. If you enjoyed, I've been Sean's Blue Screeners, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.